This is video 246. It's called magnets. This video we're going to talk about properties of magnets. So first I have a question for you. How is this possible that you can use a compass to navigate? So put your thoughts in the comments below so we can discuss it. And let's move on to properties of magnets. So first of all, magnets have a north and a south pole. So this is similar to charges where there are positive and negative charges. However, magnetic poles cannot be isolated. So if you have a positive and a negative charge, you can separate them. But if you have a magnet and you cut it in half, well, you'll be left with two halves, but each of them will still have a north and a south pole. So it doesn't mean that you cannot have a monopole, right, a pole by itself. It's just it hasn't been possible yet. Another property is that there will be a magnetic force between magnetic poles, and it will cause like poles to repel. So if you have a north and a north, they will repel each other, or if you have a south and a south, they will repel each other. And unlike poles will attract. So a north and a south will attract, or south and north will attract. So this here again is very similar to electric charges where like charges repel and unlike charges attract. Another property of magnets is that magnetic materials are attracted to magnets. So if you have paper clips, for example, if you put two paper clips next to each other, they're not going to attract each other, right? They're not magnetic by themselves. But if you put them by a magnet, then they will become magnetized. Now, if you put a copper penny by a magnet, it's not going to be magnetized. So the most common magnetic material is iron, but other materials can also magnetize when placed near a very strong magnetic field. And finally, to kind of get back to our question from the beginning of this section, compasses. So compasses are magnets. So a compass will pivot to line up with a nearby magnet. A compass will be affected by the magnetic field of another magnet. So you have a compass, the north needle and the south needle of the compass. Well, the south needle will be attracted to the north pole of another magnet. So that's it for a few properties of magnets. In the next video, we will talk about magnetic fields.